Here we are. So, we were left and told to talk to these crystalline domiciles to find out what's going on here. So that's what we're going to do now. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray. A moment, if you would. He didn't say much, did he? Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment, I must remember. What form did I take when last I emerged? They're not really with it, are they? They're a bit... These weird spiders over here. Oh, I don't like them. Strange moaning comes and goes, comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. That was really cool of Karina to drop in again. It's really kind of her. Like, she must be really busy at the moment, what with Dawn Trail being out and everything. You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile. There is no response. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? No. No, they did not. I see. If they failed to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are naught but concentrated ether now. Worry not. There are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hidden... Let's try that again, shall we? Worry not, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. Does Karina stream? No, she doesn't, but she does show up on like the odd podcast and things. You do see her around. I have said to her she should. She should. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few Aya have awakened. Ah, there they are. I have the feeling these are going to be our tribal quest for this area. May I introduce you to La Lark, Dudeek, and Nair Need. It has been too long, Kopkud. I dare say Sadar 4 has since completed an orbit. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Ah, of course, the ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighbouring systems, but my single account will fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Kopkud, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travellers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Ah, yes. So long has it been it had completely escaped my mind. And still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Why do they keep popping their heads off? Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Need. The archives have long since been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh, such as they, must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. There's a big dude over here. He's bigger than all the rest. Oh no, there's a big one there too. There's a big one there. Oh, okay, there's big ones all. Oh, there's big ones everywhere. There's big ones everywhere. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. You brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected, as meticulously as one might recreate the Aya's homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarot. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So what, we just pretend that we had a hearty meal? So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Through the mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. To think that the mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Aya yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangibles such as land to the intangibles such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see. Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Helicopter, hey, welcome in. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms. Their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegeia. You've been lurking on 14 streams all day, yet somehow not unlocked the mount drop. Have you had the stream itself muted? The way I've been doing it is I've muted the browser tab, but not the video. Like, not the mute control on the video. Because I believe it says you have to be actively watching. The No James Club currently doing maps in space. This beer is good. Yeah. So Haley, maybe try muting tabs rather than the. Oh, yeah. Have you left the stream as the active tab? I believe it says for one of the requirements. I don't know. I didn't have Neons as the active tab for most of today because he's on Dawn Trail and I'm not allowed to watch that just yet. So, you got the map dungeon? Nice. Fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led to such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Rather than the video, don't know. Hopefully it kicks in soon enough. Yeah, maybe. Neon trailed, alright. Ere we join the air, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. James, Grahatir, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I know what mischief you are plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to the Elegeia. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. Yeah, that's really odd, Haley. That's really odd. Oh, Urianger, why have you gone all the way over there? Oh. Why have you gone all the way over here? Pray, prithee, might I bend thine ear for 1 second? Behold, we will not go just over yonder. Alas, we will traverse the land until we reach no further. Urianger said calmly. Aye, this place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Nay. Pray, forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou propose this is possible? Meteor made contact with them while they still lived. I know that to be true. Of course. She must have visited the stars of the dragons and the Aya before either race perished in their entirety. Thus could she make their emotions her own, and with them create more faithful simulacra than she'd relied on any historical account. Than had she relied on any historical account. So too did I theorize, and, upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteon perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an entelechy. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the Aya unto their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Ne'er again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. He's going to sacrifice himself? If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even I must needs go to such lengths. I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Without further ado then, Let us go to join our comrades. Is he basically saying that he understands what Estinian and Thancred have done, and he's basically just like almost volunteering to do it himself? He's setting himself on a path. Let us be off too, to Elegea. He's setting himself on a path where he knows it will have most impact. Or when he perceives that he will have most impact, he's gonna do it. That's how I interpreted that conversation. I'm asking a lot of rhetorical questions, by the way. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I'm musing out loud. I'm having a little... He's lying down. He's having a right chill out. Ah, their heads are popping, as is tradition. It seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then? We shall. Shall. Let's shall.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
It's not the voice I imagine they'd have.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
As you do.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter onto an eternal ice age.
This is the grand truth that they came across that made them want to end their civilization. No.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
But in like billions of years.
Our society stagnated. Though we had time still, It was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility.
It seems an overreaction.
Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
Oh. She's gonna do
The
it.
most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words.
Not Aristola. Not Aristola.
It is when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Okay, they turned into a burb again. That's Meteon, isn't it? That's Meteon. That bird represents Meteon.
Keep calm and listen well.
Oh, here we go. She's
Though my
going. She's
body
gonna
will
pop.
soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Not with the, not Oriange too.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret.
Not the
Despite
double
this,
pop.
I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Well, at least some of the voice lines will be easier to read. Riker7, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. What a time to come in. What a time. Oh, no. I'll be right with you, Riker. Bear with me. I'm just going to wait for this cutscene to end. It's a pretty big moment.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Up?
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Gone. Creepy girl ghost. She's a creepy little girl ghost. Riker7, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream today? I see you playing some Elden Ring. I see you playing Elden Ring today. Dark Bahamut, I saw you come in as well. Hello. Hello, good to see you. A dramatic map from... oh wow, let's look at best friend on a map like that as well. The minion you got is 135k. 300k, definitely keep. Nice. Just starting up Elden Ring around 2 for the DLC. Oh, nice. What do you think about it? How was it? Thank you for the lurk as well, Cobra. Much appreciated. The quest titles are further and further breaking. You're all ready to continue on. Then let us make for where that light shone. Ishchola and Oriange have opened the way for us. Wait, we have 2 things here. Are they ether currents? Because if they are, I might quickly nip back and get these. I think one of them is going to be Tribal Quest. If it's just Tribal Quest, I'm not interested. I'll do Tribal Quest another time. But ether currents are worth having. Your special guest starring in your friend's podcast around midnight. Ooh, very nice. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. Hey, no worries, Reyes. Thank you for the assistance. Enjoy Ultima Thule. I'll try. It's things are happening. Things are sure happening. But yeah, rest well. I'll see you probably on your stream next. Are you streaming? I assume you're streaming tomorrow. If you are, I'll see you on your stream. If not, I'll see you soon. Probably Friday. You got your second monitor working? You got your cables? Alright, that's one done. Next we've got to speak with the Wandering Aya. We're not bothered about what any of them say. We just want to, for these little side quests, we just want to get the ether currents unlocked. That's the sole purpose of doing this. 42. He's asked me the meaning of life. I need to group in 5 quests. Cool. Doot, doot, doot. All right, I've done it. That is my 2 ether currents. Which takes us up now. We'll have 2 more quest ones to do and 2 more random ones to discover, and we'll be able to almost fly here. The last one's always an MSQ one. And this is the last area I need to unlock flight for. Before Dawn Trail, of course. Deepwood Green. I wish it would let you preview dies, so you could actually see like which die is it that you're getting, or like if the die icon actually showed you the color, that would also be useful. All right, MSQ. 850 southeast. The die item just shows... No, it just shows green. It doesn't show... I don't... Like, that's not the type of... Oh, it shows it on the little circle. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, if it's that small. Back out, remember the die name, check and preview. Well, it does have this tiny circle. See just above the... in the top right corner, it's got that little tiny circle, and it shows you it there. But I do not consider that an adequate preview, in my humble opinion. And then we were 4. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane pattern. This is a portal and no mistake. Let us see where it leads. When has your opinion ever been humble? This is Omega stuff. Look, that level trigger. This is from the world that created Omega. That's what we're going to find out here. Bet ya. I bet ya. $96 south. So literally just over there. But it wants me to do this destination first, so let's do that. Wrong button. Trying to fix VR mods so you'll be in and out of stream. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Has it broken with the graphical update? Amazing. Yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrived. Not the most welcoming of places, is it? We must try to find denizens who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land. See how far we can go. I'll help Alphina with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. Nod. Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you best take care yourselves. We'll find you once we've finished exploring. Yeah, I see, Omni. I guessed it would be. So it says south, which is this way. I know Graha's right there, but I'm just gonna go and... Okay, it's over there. Can I get there? Can I jump around there? Across there? Around there? Striking dummies? See if I can slip by this beta. Slip through here. Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Oh, you looked at me. You're gonna have to die. I tried to spare you. I tried to spare you! I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the Isle, so I propose we search the central area. Oh, I was just there. There are machines patrolling here and there, sentinels in all likelihood. Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. So let us avoid them, and look for others that appear more approachable. This is so Omegaville. You see naught but patrolling machines in the area. They do not seem inclined to non-violent intercourse. Mega rip. You can handle that, can't you? You're a Pictomancer. .252 southeast. These guys seem a bit more relaxed and friendly. 189 southeast. We're gonna go out there in a minute. No point doing it now. We've only just got here. Hey, good night, Akira. I hope the editing went well. Look, James. The machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we can communicate with them. Begging your pardon, but we're searching for the denizens of this star. Unknown life forms detected. Assigning generic label. Interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to the planet. Blip bloop. The planet? What? Could you please repeat that? It appears your hearing organ is unable to process the name in our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are called the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. The Omicrons, you say? And what is it that you do here? We are preparing for war. They fought the dragons, because of course Omega was used against the dragons. As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and or terminated. Not a little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what else I can learn from this fellow. If you could try speaking with the others. Bleep bloop. Autonomous weapon deployment complete. Vanguard armament upgrade complete. Munition levels satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment nominal. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Maintaining state of combat readiness. Should have brought Alpha with us. Bzz. Measuring combat capability. Result negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Greetings, traveler. We are the Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the home world of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Yet though the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. A subsequent costing determined that the losses incurred exceeded the gains. Greetings, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Stigma. It is Ruby. You learned a few things. So did I. Ere we share our findings, however, I believe it best to step outside the outpost. Come with me. Ah, there you are. We've finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there was no way forward. There were portals, like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated isles. Then, as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. What of yourselves? Did you find anyone to speak with? How was the demo, Akira? Oh, you're going to bed, so I won't ask you. I'll ask you another time how the demo was, Akira. So the Omicron seek to advance themselves through conquest. Following their victory over the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, and so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Urianger's description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others? Urianger said this? During our investigation, before we joined you in Elegia. So that's the way of it. Why couldn't you just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, it's certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons and the Aya longed for death, the Omicrons longed for conflict. As much as that may lead to destruction, it must be considered a distinct desire. In order to find the source of the dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, this Sir. According to M032, the first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. Hey, Snacky. M032 also added that it would be a pointless exercise, but that in itself, I believe, is worth investigating. What say you? Yeah, let's do it. Dun 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 dun. Wait. Ether currents? Yes. G'day, mate. G'day, Scott Sweet, the sweetest of Scots, the Scottest of sweets. Oh, this is where you buy Dynamis crystals from. I bought some from the market board earlier, but now I know I can get them from here. That's good to know. I had to get some from a crafting hand in. How do I beat Final Fantasy 14 in 5 minutes? Overclock. Don't need this. Use the level checker mini on the weakened Omicron aggressor. You could have done with Dynamis too. You know where it is now. I'm going to try and escape this delta. No, oh crap. I have not escaped. I have escaped. Done. Okay. One ether current quest down. One last one to go. This will be the last ether current quest. It's 10 hours between patches, not enough. Have you finished the Crystal Tower raid series? Have you done all 3 of them now? I know we helped you with one earlier and I had to dash, but have you finished the other 2? You've done the second. Yeah, one more to go. I see you, Ruby. I see you. Corey, 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 Corey. How you doing? Laketa was threatening me with tacos in the game earlier. I thought you should know. Ow. Whoops. I'm not there. You should work on my theme song. Corey. So the console we seek lies on the far side of this aisle. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely direct as it seems. Let us all watch our step as we make our way. So, I only have the MSQ one left to do. Once I get the MSQ ether current, I am airborne. Emotions be damned. I'm going where I like then. This appears to be the console. But it seems unresponsive. Would you care to take a look at it? There's another person who's going through exactly the same MSQ as me at the moment. I am, Corey, I am. It's been really good so far. You tried touching, smacking, and attuning with the console, but there is no response. No luck, I see. There must be a way to activate it. There must. We're dropping like flies at the moment, Corey. We're dropping like flies.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough. But if we can't even activate it?
Emotion. Interface.
Perhaps there is a way. First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega. Sid built a jamming device to defeat it, a device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Uh-oh.
Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Do it. Yes, please. Blast away. Or I could use my custom-made Omega Jammer. Yeah, he's so happy about
You
it.
still have it. Sid and Nero's legendary device which brought low the superweapon Omega. Wait, the actual device was much too big to lug around, so you must only have the control module. And there I was getting all excited.
Oh.
Never mind. An old-fashioned spell will suffice.
I'm glad that I got him worked up, though. Alice was like legging it.
It worked!
Welcome information to Communications Module 1. Connection established. Transmission. Strategic Matrix Sigma 1 now online. As a primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir. Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state. End transmission. Closing connection.
No. Stay where you are.
Wait! We have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The extended operations unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency.
I mean, take a look at yourself.
If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply. End transmission. Closing connection.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
We have to find that module.
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
Big old stoic nod for old time's sake. Let us focus our search on the outpost. Alice and I will try speaking with the Omicrons this time in the hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. These beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, then let us begin at once. I have a feeling we're losing the twins this time round. As we came this way, I believe I spied a promising vantage point. Follow me. Then again, Graha's sticking with us quite a bit. Maybe we're losing all three. Oh, there's a vantage point over here. If we're lucky. I'm trying to get past without starting a fight, but it may not be possible. Nope, there it goes. Ruby. Errant? Well, you're talking to Alpha now. It all appears normal. Hey, hey! I saw you. You were a quick moving boy, but where are you? Found him. I found him. An Omicron wandering aimlessly. Where? Over there. Aha, I see it. It's left the base. Let's follow it. Oh, it's miles away again. All the way back at the portal. Oh no, it's not. It's not here, but it definitely came this way. It must have used the portal. Time to go through and see what we find. This is level 90 quests now. We're at level 90 quests. Tree. Funny Dawn Trail, we're another few months away. Yeah, we still have all the raids and stuff to get through before we get to Dawn Trail. It's going to be some time. Bzz. What is your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. To go to such lengths to sustain it. Is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves, like we did countless others. We conquered the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So, it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon, but it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions. One not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. To endeavor to live, even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Tell me, James, one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? No. You're not here so you can be in a story. Or maybe in a footnote. No, okay, I'll be nice. Of course, why wouldn't you be? Your neck's the size of a giraffe, man. How could we write not mention you? Do you truly think so? That would be a... Nay, I shouldn't say such things until the moment comes to pass. Never mind the embarrassment. Savage. Well, we best get on with our task. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Do not be mean to Graha, the precious bean. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. Exactly, he is bestest boy. You following your distaste? Only came in here to shut Zeus down. It's not so much distaste, it's just... He keeps wanting to be me. Keeps wanting to be me, and he stepped in a few times where I should have been, you know, and I'm just like, look, stay in your lane. Wind your neck in. I might take some effort, but wind it in. His neck is thin. Fine. Is it though? Is it? I mean, this isn't natural. This is not how necks are meant to be. Your long neck. He got a long neck. He's not Ellison. He's not Ellison, yeah. Graha says you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good because the units here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the extended operations unit, that there's no way to arrange a direct meeting. Still, that served to prove that it's business as usual at the outpost. But enough about us. Tell me you learned something more useful. An Omicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life. None of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. The unit may well be in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicrons invade other stars and enhance themselves using the spoils of conquest. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. Hey Farmer Chuckles, how's it going? Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. The problem is how to go about ascertaining if that's what's happened. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would willingly reveal its true identity. Your luck will get you the mount, Haley, no worries. I'll see what I can do for you. I have an idea. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger. Much stronger. At that moment, should the unit exhibit a reaction, that could suggest that it has a connection to Sir. An inspired idea. I dare say it's worth a try. I had a feeling you'd be on board. This time you must allow me to do the honors. I will stand guard in case your incantation draws sentries to the scene. For my part then, I will approach our suspect and divert its attention. Hey, no worries, Chuckles, no worries. Good. Have fun at the wedding tomorrow. Chill out and relax. During which time, James, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behavior. I should mention that shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first, I assumed it was a unit on patrol, but perhaps... that could be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Alright, Alphino and I will stand by at the console, and when it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. This will work. I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are washing over us. Come, my friend. Let us find this doubt-plagued Omicron. They love saying come. They said, look, I only say it when they say it. Okay? It's not me who's saying the lines. Well, I'm saying the lines, but it's not me who's writing them down and choosing to say them. They put it in the game. I have to read it. That's how it be. If they want to say come 400 times a stream, what can I do about that? I've got to say it. It's how it be. You're the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Full glad am I to find you again. I have a question for you, you see, about the device which sustains the tree. Provided it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information. Very well. Ra has begun distracting the Omicron. Soon Alice will strike the console with lightning. Observe M017 closely for anomalous behavior after Alice has cast her spell. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, target an area and confirm it. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic. Error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave at once and present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. No, no, no. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It is to confront the truth. While we spoke, our comrade struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. To what end you sought to assert this fact, I do not know, but before we speak further, we must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well. Our friends are at the console. Let us head there. All I do is read the lines. That's all I'm going to say. I just read the lines. That's it. I did not write the lines. I simply read them. The true calm was in us all along.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It is, was, my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function.
Prime!
His body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we can lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
He's having an existential crisis.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy is spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
Calm.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise.
Everyone with their
Be it
promises.
across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
You say it, I'll do it. That's how it always works. That's how it always be. The warrior of no will of his own. Come when I need you to come.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back. First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights.
Well, yeah, but Emmerich might get a bit jealous.
Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible.
Only if you say please.
I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. we'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will.
Fist bump. Fist bump. The Warrior of Light is so strong that it's just broken all of Grahard's knuckles. Shattered his hand.
Me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before?
Shadowbringer's
Through the
music.
remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else.
Grahard's popping.
So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
Here he goes. Goodbye, Catboy. We will miss your very, very long neck. And now he is gone.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
The music's ramped up again. We've got lyrics now. We've got lyrics. They all leave so easily as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick. Oh, I nearly misread that one. I'll give him such a flick. And that'll be just a start. Oh, maybe I didn't misread it. That isn't very Starlight of you. That crystalline path, Grahar has paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on. For our friends and all who await us in faith. So come, let us seek the path's beginning. It appears to be near the outpost. I was just getting into that song then. I want to let the song play. I'm going to run. I'm not going to get the bike. You can't use his one hello there. Maybe we should enable redeems for 10 minutes. No. Dee-dee. So Deo. Look, James, a portal has opened. It will surely deliver us true. It must. Goodbye, robot dudes. Robots in disguise. You're waiting for that? Well, here is where the path begins, and it ascends to dizzying heights. Let us make our way one sure step at a time. Our friends got us this far. Their courage, their strength, their wisdom, their love. We owe it to them to continue, no matter how long this takes. Why do you think redeems are off, Sordeo? Why do you think they're off? But no, also, we're in a very story-heavy part of the game, so I shall be keeping them off. There's a load of text. It's like speech points. Let's have a look. Those broken stars I see. Shattered, ruptured, unraveled. I wonder if they're also worlds, recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. Birth and death, whence we came, and where we'll return. A wheel from which there is no escape. You're already sobbing, you bloody weakling in this game. The innumerable lights that shine in the distance. To think that they could all have birthed civilizations. To think that everything they built has gone to dust. Their peoples lost to despair. Of the stars floating in this sea of midnight, ours is a lonely aberration. And yet, no matter how many worlds have met their ends, with you and Alisei beside me, there is nothing I fear, no ocean so vast I cannot cross. Thancred would scout the road ahead. Ishtola and Oriange would trade opinions on esoteric subjects. Graha would join in their discussion or else chat with me and Alice about the mission. Estinian would be at the rear, apart yet present. All the while, you would come and go wherever you're needed, and together we would travel. All I can hear are my footfalls. My heartbeat is so much quieter now. But the fact we can breathe and continue on is proof that the others are still with us. They are. They are. Aren't they? This one reminds me of Final Fantasy XIII's world. It reminds me of Cocoon. That one over there. Merit. It's all a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. Any moment now, I'll wake up in my bed, still a student. Grandfather alive, I go about my day, relieved as the fragments of that other life fade away. And that would be happiness, wouldn't it? But none of it. No, no. I won't give up these experiences. Good and bad, they're mine. They are me. Portal is barely visible from up here. Truly, we've come far. Much further than would have been possible had we kept chasing perfect ideals as we did in the past. It is because we have known failure and frustration that we have learned and grown from them, that Hydaelyn has entrusted us with this mission, with the fate of the very star. Rest assured, I am fine. But thank you for your concern. What of yourself? Though we can't afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now, and we're but a few steps away from journey's end. It will be over before we know it. Me? Oh, I still have plenty of legs left in me, don't you worry. It's you I'm worried about. You always push yourself so hard for us, for everyone. And while we're here, we'll make sure to bear our share of the burden. There are some structures up ahead. Still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound to hope it all works out, somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same. And for you most of all. Not that you of all people need it, it's just, after all the help you've given me, for once I want to be the one to help you. Well, this is it. The end of the path and the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships. We may be made to feel powerless. Yet come what may, let us have no regrets. Let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we have achieved, and how it changed us for the better. That's worth fighting for, and dying for, as they did. Oh, what have I done here? I clicked a thing, but I fixed it. These remind me of Alexander. The desert prison in 8? Yeah, maybe. This is almost... Is this the barista at the end of the universe? The title I keep seeing all over the place? Normal? It's not unlike many cities we know, but it's deathly quiet. Mayhap the inhabitants are within the buildings, or invisible to our senses. Wrong on both counts. There is simply no one here. Meteon. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star which once pulsed with life, but no longer. How it ended, I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicide. None can say. None lived to speak for the dead. They are gone. Gone. Search all you like, but you'll only end up turning back. If there is no one here, then neither should there be a motion to bar our way. Yet Meteon seems convinced we'll turn back. What riddle is this? Alright, we're about to get flight. You're not alone. That's the title of the song in Final Fantasy IX. I wonder if we'll get a Final Fantasy IX reference here. Whatever Meteon may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. Indeed, at the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, it shouldn't take too long to cover the area. You think you've caught me? This form is barely a drop from the ocean that swells within the dead sun. Even so, I could easily unmake you. You are only still alive because of your comrades, but they cannot protect you forever. Until they fade away, I'll satisfy myself with watching you try and fail to find a way out of this lifeless place. Hey Mogpog, yes I am. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. There are people here. They're sat over there on that table. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Perhaps you should try calling out. Laketa! Saris! Ruby! Hello! If anyone has heard you, they do not respond. I mean... I'm doubtful of that. There's a chocobo over there. Is that your... How? Oh, it's another player. I thought it was one of ours for a second then. Were it not for the thick layer of dust, one could imagine someone drinking from these cups, but moments ago. The object resembles a tree and appears to have been fashioned from a stone-like material. Erected in place of an actual tree, or to serve some other purpose perhaps. Regardless, there is no one left to explain, to tell the story. Stoic nod. This place is reminiscent of a bar, but neither patrons nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers line the shelves, with a loose few sitting on the counter. Vessels for the beverages, in all likelihood. A venue bustling with activity, until it was not. We're all coming together. Coming. In a distance, you glimpse Alice picking her way through the ruins, but otherwise spy no signs of life. If anyone can hear me, say something! Ruby! Your call echoes faintly before being swallowed by the silence. Silence! Though set slightly off the ground, this appears to be a door, while the objects to the left could be letterboxes. The door is rusted shut, and the film of dust all over suggests no one has come through in a long, long time. In the distance, you hear, come. The architecture of this place reminds me of Alexander, and I wonder if Alexander has something to do with this area. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying about the 3 prisons in FF8. It definitely does look modeled after that. But the style design, the color palette, that kind of gold. Like, if you look at the Cruise Chaser, it's the same color palette. Powered down, so no red lights. Black and gold. Is that where we were before? Yeah, that circle is that circle on the map. Okay. This place is creepy. This place is creepy. James, take a look at this. If the road was a little longer, we could take it to just beneath the dead sun. But I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? I see. I noticed the same things. Cups left upon tables, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here, but I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Alphino and compare what we've learned. Love how pretty the skybox is. It's very detailed, isn't it? I could ride a mount, but I don't want the music. I want the atmosphere. Just that silence. Footsteps. Oh yeah, could do that. Good point, Snacky.
Did you find anything?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteor seen.
Ah. Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
I promise your mummy, I promise your parents I keep you safe.
I know.
Mrs. Levelia.
I know. But if there is a chance this will work, then I would take it. For everyone, and for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others. But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time.
Distraction?
As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
This world, this zone. After this quest, I unlock flight,
Then
so...
why suggest such a thing?
But I'm not skipping the cutscene, so if it's still there,
It's too much to ask of anyone.
so be it.
Even him. Why must he be the one? Why must he fight alone? More than a hero, he's a dear friend. Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet... And yet...
She's having a cry. She didn't even get angry this time. She just cried.
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave him a new one.
Snacky.
For instance, a path where he finds happiness at journey's end. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on. Thank you. What are you?
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
But where are they going? To do what? Oh, it's just literally her.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here. You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear? I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
And shall come.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
Here we go. There go the twins.
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
There it is. Earlier, in Old Charlian. It's Tataru. Tataru's voice actress was here earlier. Karina Reeves came into chat. There's Tataru now. Hey, Imperial Chief Pikachu.
Please. Oh, please let them all be safe.
There she is. File. Oh. Oh no.
Cryle? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a headache.
More than a headache by the look of it.
They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry. An associate of the Scions.
Who?
He wishes to speak with you at once.
The only person not here is Gaius, right? Or maybe Doma, the Hien. Could be Hien. Oh, it's Xenos. Is it Xenos? It's Xenos, isn't it? But he doesn't need to use a ferry. Sounds like a Kingdom Hearts character. Oh. In this city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. Spoopy ghosts. The sorrow of 1,000 worlds weighs heavy, and yet you can walk on. Where? Make your way to the absolute horizon. I can't get to that place. Not yet, anyway. I'm gonna miss the fate. I'm okay. I'm gonna miss it. I wanna.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
Not yet. Look at her. I think I've got to walk past all of these.
Do not despair. You are not without allies.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
Who are these people? These voices sound familiar.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
This is quotes from all throughout the game, right?
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice.
It is.
But the prize is worth the price.
That was Raubahn.
our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
I heard the Admiral earlier, but I wasn't
Save your
certain.
tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
A future shaped by the choices we made in ways we could never have foreseen.
So I'm reading chat, I'm just not reading it out right now. I'm just absorbing this right now.
Miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
Look at this status. Endwalker. Walking alone unto journey's end, the burden weighing heavy.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
This one will say, pray, return to the waking sands.
Strong art thou, mortal.
Look for the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Let's finish this.
And the next one will say, sloppy.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest.
Not true, is it? You've told us that before. What if I just jump really high?
I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place.
I said it looked like Akuna and
The
Vela.
rejection of life by those who came to curse it. Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you. Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place. You should have remained on Atheris. Struggle will avail you not, nor will it grant your comrades peace. Come.
Come?
Let me relieve you of your burden. You have suffered enough.
Azem.
Azem's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace with
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the
You
world.
must triumph.
And yet to drink of calamity and drown in...
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Oh, it was all
I am
worth
ever grateful.
I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know.
After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
And I am glad.
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Hythlodaeus.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Emmet. I won't forsake our cause. Huh? Oh! Oh! Oh, what?
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes.
Oh my goodness.
And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all. I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vinar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness. Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Atheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
See his little eye squint at me then? He was like,
wisdom to weave the fabric of reality.
I called that Hythlodaeus, my bro.
Ours is the power to create.
Meteor.
Though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight.
Bring him back.
So go on. Call them back to your side.
What's happening to my crystal?
May you ever walk in the light.
Rimfellow.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it.
It is a
see
gift.
that we all return to Etheris.
It is a gift to the foes of Mordor.
As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
We only sacrificed for 30 seconds.
Come, my friends.
Come.
Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Just hoofer off the side of the cliff now. Come. It's got to be this one, hasn't it? Come with us, Meteon. Should we be alarmed that a literal sun is about to explode above our heads? I kind of feel alarmed about that. It's fine.
Can you hear me? The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible. Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play. Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
I don't know what that is.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerhead's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles? What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs? I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
My bro.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another. Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at you both. The best Asians ever. Well, I mean, considering the competition. I don't think I ever knew what to say to the man. In retrospect, it always felt like the wrong thing. But the past notwithstanding, he came to your aid in a moment of need. We are here. We will not squander this chance he has given us. We will see this tale to a triumphant conclusion and bid the final curtain call. I can fly. I can fly. Oh, I got another achievement. Frequent Flyer 4. Does that just mean I've got like the Endwalker? Yeah, it means I've just got all the Endwalker ones. So, I know I could probably... It seems there's a duty coming up. I would be very surprised if this isn't going to turn into a duty. However, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I think I'm going to save this for tomorrow. I think I'm going to save it. I know some of you have waited. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it is... it's getting on. It's pretty long. Yeah. I don't want to be up... I'm in the office tomorrow, and I don't want to be up till ridiculous o'clock. And I want to appreciate it. I don't want to be like going through it tired. I want to enjoy it. So yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll start stream with this tomorrow, and we'll just crack on. We'll just crack right onto it. So thank you everyone for this has been a big one. This has been a big one. It's been a big one today. Just see it to the top. I'm glad I can fly. I've got flight. That's like a big thing. Let's say thank you to people who've supported the stream today. It has been a big one though, Rinvello. Thank you for the bits today. I had a raid from Reyes and from Riker7. Thank you for the raids today. Mods, thank you for modding. Vips, thank you for vipping. Chatters, you know it. Thank you for chatting. We'll be continuing this tomorrow when I've got more of that energy. Still got the Griever necklace on. Oh yeah. It's an awesome scene. Somewhere in here, Karina Reeves is going to come. There she is. The voice actress of Tataru Taru is here today. She popped in to say hello. Legendary lady. Me and Gags met her a couple of months back now. So that was really kind of her to drop in. Yeah, what to say other than thanks? Just thanks for. I'm digesting a lot of what we've just seen. I'm still kind of just absorbing it, just absorbing what's happened.